All right, wasn't a video I planned to been doing, but John Beilein might be done as the Cleveland Cavaliers head coach. Let's talk about it. We back. Motor City Sports Talk in the building. Appreciate everybody for checking in. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, bell icon button, share the video. And yeah, John Beilein has been struggling at whatever old he is, 60, 70 years old, at keeping up with the NBA lifestyle. And him and the Cleveland Cavaliers are discussing different options for him to step down as the coach. It may be as early as right now before the Cavaliers come back for the All-Star break, but it's expected that he won't make it past year one. And it was a leap of faith. People forget the Pistons was going to make John Beilein the next head coach, and then he decided to go back to Ann Arbor that year. And I think the following year he decided to become the Cavaliers coach, which to me made no sense. I know at some point Dan Gilbert reached out to Tom Izzo to take that coaching job back in the day, and Izzo turned it down. But Adrian Wojnarowski is saying Brian Windhorst from ESPN, Cavaliers and John Beilein have discussed possibilities of him stepping down as coach during the NBA All-Star break. No decision been reached. After signing a 5-year deal to leave Michigan, Beilein struggled with the transition to the NBA. Now, he had been real tired, according to him, and he didn't even notice that he called the players thugs in a film session. So that was some of the issues. Players were leaking out information to different outlets like the Athletics, Bleacher Report, ESPN, etc., saying that John Beilein was being too college-ish or amateurish with his coaching style, and it's hard to do and make that transition at that age. You so used to in the college game and get stuck in what you're doing that. Remember, in college, he never had 5-star recruits. I think Glenn Robinson was his only, 4-star recruit, really, his highest recruit. So he never had, deal with the prima donnas and the superstars and stuff of that nature. So it doesn't surprise me that he flaked out so quick. I didn't think he was a pro-style type of coach, even though, I remember he had Pitt Snoggle at West Virginia, and they did the little 1-3-1 zone, and they shot a little threes, and, kind of had the NBA now philosophy is based on shooting threes and big men's going out there and shooting them threes. And, John Beilein offense had been doing that years before, this became that popular, but I just didn't think he can kind of transition without having those 5-star athletes at Michigan. Had he dealt with 5-star athletes and McDonald's All-Americans, that would have helped him transition into the NBA, which is a superstar league. But yeah, the Pistons wanted to get him at one point. People forget that. The Pistons wanted to get him and they interviewed him. It was his job to lose, from what I understood. And he decided to go back to Ann Arbor, and I think it was a great deal for him. I think a better deal for him would have been, a more competitive team. At 60, 70 years old, however old he is, he can't do a full rebuild. Colin Sexton, he has some issues in the locker room coming in, and you got Darius Garland, who young, and Kevin Love giving issues and stuff of that nature. So it don't really surprise me that he didn't make it, because it was just too old. He was too old for that dog to learn new tricks. But now he opened the door for Juwan Howard to get a job. Now if Juwan Howard slip up, in the next couple of years, maybe Beilein take the job. But Beilein to find a college job, he might have to start back from the bottom to the top. Maybe you kind of look at him. I know since Kevin Ollie, disappeared, and was it Jim Calhoun disappeared, he ain't been doing well. They ain't been doing well out there. So maybe UConn will entertain him. I know there's plenty of programs that love to have John Beilein, but you take a risk. He took a risk. And a lot of people get comfortable in doing their everyday job, and they comfortable with their salary. They comfortable knowing the job itinerary and what to do. And they scared to take that leap. John Beilein, at least he ain't gonna have to wonder, what if I didn't, what if I didn't, leave Michigan? He's seen what happened, but that opened the door for Juwan Howard to swoop in and take his job. So, now he got to live with that, unfortunately. But, Beilein was solid in Michigan, but he just couldn't bring those big recruits there. And Juwan Howard's already brought in a 5-star recruit. So we'll see what happens with John Beilein and where he ends up, or does he favor retiring? But it's very, very unfortunate, man, that it didn't work out for him and the players didn't embrace him and he couldn't keep up with the lifestyle. But he tried, you know what I'm saying? So we'll see who Cleveland get in the offseason. We'll see what Beilein does. Does he hang it up, or does he go to another institution, go high school, and try to go to another pro program, overseas or something? But let me know what you guys think. I linked the source in the description from Twitter on the source link. Don't forget me on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. You can reach out to the email if you have a business question, inquiry, sponsorship, video request. Keep sharing the videos. Want to make a donation to the channel? That link to the description. Best way to donate, share the video. One time for the one time we go.